Action.
I'm Jess.
Again.
I'm Jess.
Again. I have no idea why I said that. Okay.
Action.
I'm Jess.
I'm Wonder Woman.
Action.
You are Jess!
Right. I'm Jess. I'm Jess.
And I'm Gerald. 3 years ago, we decided to quit our very demanding 9-to-5 jobs to pursue financial freedom.
We have always had a passion for flipping houses into homes, and now we want to share that passion with you. We just purchased our property here in Windsor. We're checking out the other houses that are around, checking out their charm, their style, what the scenery is all about. Windsor is one of the first settlements here in Connecticut, so the houses are very old, but they're super charming.
This house features 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, 1,037 square feet. We bought this house for $71,000 and we plan to sell it for $199,000 after repairs.
This is our first episode that we are filming together.
Yes, and yes.
It's going to be epic, to say the least.
And stressful.
Maybe just the incy bit.
So this is the kitchen. You can see, despite the mess, the kitchen is quite small.
I can't really visualize myself working in this kitchen the way that it is laid out and the feeling of it.
There's barely room for a dining table. So we need to really transform this kitchen into something that a potential home buyer would really love.
The stove is on the other side of the wall where the kitchen is supposed to be.
We're definitely going to remove this wall here. Remove this. We're probably going to put the fridge here and the stove there. That way we can just keep the original plan of the kitchen going. We're probably going to remove this entire wall here. And when this wall is removed, even though there's still something here, the whole kitchen will open up, light from the living room will come in, and it will be a lot more brighter and a lot more pleasant, and this will change the whole flow and feel of the kitchen. Then if you follow me to the living room, obviously you can notice the floors are in very bad shape. I am not quite sure if we can save this or not. The floors don't have to look brand new. That's kind of a charm of hardwood floors. It can look old, but these stains might be an issue. So one way we can address this is by just sanding this down and then put a very dark stain over it and then see what happens. Next is the bathrooms.
It is tiny.
It's all sorts of nasty in here.
We have a very small space to work with.
Kitchens and bathrooms, you don't cut corners there, so we're gonna gut the whole thing. It's as simple as that. The first thing you will notice when you come up here is there is a wall right in your face.
And the doors are my size.
And then these doors are really, really low.
Getting bigger doors up in there is definitely a must and opening up that space. Gerald and I were talking about putting it in a dormer, which I think would be a great extra added value.
So that we can add more space to the landing upstairs. Adding a dorm, we can also put a second bathroom in there, and that would make that second floor more part of the house, more part of a living space.
Bedrooms actually aren't that bad of a size. A couple of them are a little smallish, but it's a bedroom, and now we're gonna switch it from a 3-bedroom to a 4-bedroom or a 3-bedroom and an office, a nursery, or what have you.
Very decent backyard, nice and flat. Nothing that is glaringly an issue. We're going to have to do something about the fence, obviously. Fence needs to be redone. Pressure wash the house, clean up all the gutters. We're gonna have to destroy the shed. Yeah, we're gonna have to destroy the shed.
How long do you think this flip is gonna take, realistically?
With the amount of work we're trying to do and all the custom stuff we are trying to do, it's going to take at least 3 months, I think.
I think 3 months is realistic. Changing a 3-bedroom, 1 bath into a 4-bedroom,
2 bath.
2 bath. I say hell yeah.
Hell yes. Brand new day today. We're going to start working on our flip. Today is demo day. We're going to open up the kitchen. Deal with plumbing. We're going to destroy the upstairs to make room for a dormer. It's going to be quite exciting, and we'll see how it goes. We need to talk about the shed. 3 years ago, I could have climbed this tree in 3 seconds. Now I spent half an hour out of breath on this tree.
I think it was more like 3 minutes, but
It's
that's
freaking
okay.
ridiculous. I'm getting old, I'm getting fat. Screw the shed, look at my belly. God damn it.
He's got a food belly.
Okay, Jess, you better talk about the shed.
Okay, the shed. It was cheaper just to tear it down, throw it in the dumpster.
Yeah.
Call it a day.
All today.
I hear you.
He's a ventriloquist. He barks without barking. See?
It's more like whining. We decided to do a dormer in the house. It was a little bit of an extra added expense.
All I care about is I'd like to have the ceilings as high as possible. So you don't have to go by 8 feet, just make it as high as you can, that's fine with me.
Well, that's fine by me because I don't have to cut the studs, so it'll be a little bit higher than
Yeah, fantastic. We hired a company to do it. They were actually quite fast, to be very honest. In 3 days, they destroyed the roof.
Yeah.
They made a big hole, the backing, the insulation,
window,
everything in 3 days. So,
Yeah.
And now that we've seen how they did it, we can have our team now do it ourselves next time.
Work has already started and contractors are already bailing on us.
Yeah, we were counting on these contractors to start at a specific day, specific time, and no show, no notice, nothing. They just didn't show.
Our plumber ghosted us, so now it's time to get some new bids. We just need to get it done.
So that's purchasing the propane tanks and getting heat into the house, which is...
7,000
Yeah.
extra?
Yeah. So I know. I'm just giving you a heads up because it just popped up.
So they're charging us $7,000 to put 2 tanks in there and connected the 2 tanks to the system already.
I know.
No.
I know.
Dealing with contractors is really, really confusing. Depending on who you ask, what day you ask, what time of day you ask, all these prices are just pulled off of a hat.
This is what we're dealing with. That's why I'm just kind of emphasizing that people are just going crazy.
We did get a really good bid though.
First floor bathroom, install sheetrock and walls, tape and 3 coats compound, install tile floor, install tile in the shower, install toilet, vanity and faucet, install light fixture, install baseboard. $1,500.
What?
Telling you.
Sheetrock, baseboard, all of the plumbing finishes, $1,400.
500.
$1,500. When we first walk into the kitchen, it is dark and it is small. It has some ugly brick on the wall and some dark cabinets. And when the space is tiny, you want to make sure that you brighten it up. So we're going to rip everything out, start from scratch. To open up this space, we're going to knock down this wall, remove the countertop and the cabinets. To give this space more room for cooking and eating, we will be extending the countertop into an L shape. Above the sink, we will be removing the cabinets and installing shelving to give it a more airy and open feeling. So what we would like to do is use some wainscoting on the top wall and some subway tile about 1 foot up from the counter. The countertop, the sink, cabinets, and the stove has to go. We will be installing new cabinets, do white cabinets to keep that space bright. A dishwasher is a must. We're gonna go with butcher block countertops, a farm style sink, and a farm style bronze faucet. The left side of the kitchen, we will be completely gutting and starting over fresh. We will be installing new cabinets, and the stove was on the right side originally. Now we're going to drag that stove over to the left side and put it right between the cabinets. I have a bronze pot filler going in above the stove, and my favorite part here is the hood stove. I'm obsessed with it. It's absolutely beautiful. It has these adorable little swirls of copper in it. Lastly, we are going to be throwing up some pendant lights right over that counter table. So they're going to be wired cage lights, and they're going to be so adorable. For the dining room, we want to keep it bright and spacious, so we have a trim wall going up, and we're going to keep a cute little chandelier and leave plenty of room for them to put their table. We randomly popped into a store just so that we can take a look at cabinets, flooring, countertops, backsplash, all that good stuff.
How are you doing?
You get them for what?
Butcher block on the top.
When you get utility oak, which is what you guys were looking into, the utility oak, the pieces on average are like this.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Utility oak, you get a lot smaller pieces in general.
And the Select is more of the longer ones.
Yeah, so Select is going to be more on average. Like for this right here, this is Select. So you see how we have, like this board right here reaches almost the entire length of the actual thing. So you're looking at better, wider pieces, longer pieces in general. And they're all going to be a lot cleaner and more consistent. You see how the color looks pretty much the same throughout almost? So that's what you're going to be looking at when it comes to Select. All right, guys.
Okay, cool, man. Hey, thanks a lot. Is there a cabinet store somewhere here?
Yeah, right. That next door all the way at the end.
All right, thanks.
I'm like obsessed with this one right here. This one, this one, this one. I like that one. I want to try using different wood stain colors. We
Purchase
all
of
the materials. You said ma. Design is done, and we just purchased a ton of materials to get started.
Yeah, it's time to get to work. We have a ton going on. We have shiplap going up in the bathroom downstairs.
Some wainscoting and tile in the kitchen.
We have an accent wall in the dining room. For the bedroom upstairs, we have an accent wall.
I peed myself, dude.
Did you really?
Yes.
For the bedroom upstairs, we have a tile accent wall. And then for the...
And that's it.
And that's it. We came up with a brilliant idea to do very custom tile work in the bathroom.
I'm the type of person that just throws it on, right? Gerald's like, no. We have to measure it out. We have to lay it out. We have to make sure everything fits. And we spent almost a whole day trying to get all the hexagons to fit perfectly on these tiles and measuring it and placing it on the wall and coming back to the floor. We laid everything out on the floor.
I have never tiled before.
I've tiled plenty
Yeah.
of times, but I've never gone in and been so detailed and done these cuts and angles. Today has been a great day, but I am starving. Baby is starving, and we are gonna go check out a couple spots here in Windsor that if you guys are in this area, you guys should check out.
We were ready to do the tiles, ready to fix the backsplash in the kitchen.
And
the walls are
walls.
completely crooked, like wavy, slanted.
Had to skim the whole thing
So now
before
we
we
have
can
to
even start.
That's going to take a whole other several days now for it to dry enough, sanded enough to put the tiles up. So it's a delay, and we're already in such a time crunch. So
You don't have to you don't have to sand when you skim. You don't sand before you start.
you don't have to sand before you start. Don't you guys know anything? Come on, man.
That's what we
Oh, okay, I was trying to actually call the fire department. Who am I calling? I was trying to call the fire department.
You're calling the mayor's office.
Lovely. Okay. Well, you have a beautiful day.
Who are you calling?
The mayor.
Oh, no.
The mayor's office. Totally called the mayor instead of the fire marshal.
Fire marshal's office.
Hi, my name is Jessica. I was calling today to see what the stipulations for burning some brush in the back of my yard would be.
Don't do it.
Okie dokies. Alrighty, I just wanted to call and see.
Out there?
Yeah, if you got a fire pit, that's cool. The other thing is, if you're out there using it for cooking, so if you bring some hot dogs on a stick with you, that's cool.
Does s'mores count?
What's that?
Does s'mores count?
Only if you invite me.
It's a deal.
Not like my waistline needs any s'mores, but
You and I both. So we got approval as long as we burn some food. So I'm thinking about going to get some marshmallows. You want chocolate?
Of course.
Chocolate?
Oh, that's disgusting.
I think that's where the cat goes. Waterproof?
No.
Jared speaking.
Hey, Drew, how's it going? Mike Zazamia.
Hey, man, what's up, man?
My name is Mike Zazamia. I am a residential real estate agent.
Listen, just want to nail you down on these two properties. I was looking over these numbers today.
Okay, hold on.
Windsor?
Jess, come here quickly.
11 homes for sale total, with one house, one option for buyers, between 175 and 225.
What does it mean for us?
It means we got to get it on the market ASAP, and we're gonna get beyond top dollar for it.
That is awesome.
Dude.
The market right now is so shallow. There's literally nothing. So I want to nail you guys down. Get your project manager in order. We got to get these on. Can we get them on by the end of the month?
Yeah, way before
Absolutely, yes.
that. No.
Okay.
No, it should be. I'm going to shoot for the 15th.
When they told me the timeline, I was like, I don't think so. But I went along with it.
Dude, I'm going to get this thing done in 7 days.
That sounds good. Sounds good.
We only have 2 weeks left until the flip is done.
We finally made enough time to tackle these projects.
Couple projects.
We need to hustle. We really have 2 weeks left.
Yeah.
And our agent said we have to get this thing on the market by then.
Yeah. Got it. Yep.
Sin miedo al éxito, Yera, sin miedo al éxito. Así, suavecito. Como si fuera tu ex.
Babe, we're ready for the nail gun. We just saw the floors and they were
It looked
beautiful.
so good and we were so happy, we were so excited.
Oh, wow. Until
We saw the floors. Up close. Wait, I thought you were gonna fix it first.
yeah, that's what I thought.
We're starting to see all these imperfections, and the imperfections turns into just horrible blunders.
Oh my God, look at this hack job, bro.
It was so freaking bad. It was freaking stupid ridiculous. How is this okay? Like now we have to redo the whole thing and sand the whole thing and finish it again.
Yeah, this whole hallway is gonna have to get redone again.
You do upstairs too?
Yes. Oh wow. I don't know if it's like a thing, but do you see the waves?
Yeah. Did he finish this floor?
Yeah. These little bumps. He went too hard on this side and didn't even this side out, so you can see the harsh lines here, 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 and here. Do you see them? This is a big no-no.
I am talking about the new floors in the kitchen, the new floors. They are full of bumps. They're full of bumps. But even in the old floor, I wanted you to evaluate it, repair what needs to be repaired, change the bad pieces, change them out, replace the bad pieces, fix the damage, then sand, then stain. They didn't remove some of the completely rotten floors and they stained right over it. To me, this is useless. I cannot sell the house like this. We paid him a lot of money to get these floors done.
Stain over rotted
We had to rip out all the hardwood floors, put new floors in, sand it, stain it. How far do you live?
But I can meet at the house around 1 o'clock, okay? 1:30 I meet at the house.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I'll see you here. And that pisses off.
Needless to say, we need to do it all over again.
Yeah, this is what it is. So we have to get this house sold in what, a week now?
A week.
Let's see if we can make it. Okay, so we're finally done with this flip.
It did take a lot longer than what we expected. About an extra month, right?
Yeah.
So let's go see the results.
So welcome to the living room. This is kind of small, right? So what we did was a big challenge is the house is small and has a lot of small spaces. So that makes the whole house feel very cramped. How are we going to make this house feel more spacious? So what we did is we tried very hard to stay very minimalistic. Not many in-your-face colors, but many in-your-face designs. Very plain, very simple.
We painted it, changed the light fixtures.
Yeah, we did some new floors.
New floors, yeah.
Yeah, and
New crown molding.
New crown molding.
Kept it simple. It's a small space, but it's cute and it works.
We just sanded the windows, painted the windows, and that's basically it for this living room. And then it's all about staging, as you can see. The kitchen, I'm not sure if you remember.
That's the sweet spot right there.
The kitchen was very, very outdated and it was very cramped. It was very small, so it's very challenging.
Even though it is minimalistic, it has all the right spaces. For me, I feel like it has everything we need.
And we always, why do you call something like this? A niche? An accent piece?
An accent.
Okay, so we always have an accent piece with a pot filler. So this entire thing, including plumbing, will be around between $200 and $400. And I mean, take a look at this. Like, it makes the house so elegant, and the potential home buyer that comes here, they look at this and say, wait, they went way and beyond that they had to do. So we gave them more than what they came looking for, pretty much. And it just makes people happy. So the next thing here is the dining room. Jess really wanted an accent wall, so she did this entire thing on her own. Then I came in, took it all down, and really did it.
He said the boxes weren't square and level, and after working all night to get it done, we tore it down, and he measured everything and made everything perfect, which, I mean, I still think it looked good before.
The Great Wall of Windsor.
The Great Wall of Jess and Gerald. And this is the stove hood Gerald said that I could not get, yet it is here. It looks a little vintage and farm style, and I absolutely loved it. It just tied in a little bit of copper, a little bit of bronze, and it just tied in the kitchen. And I think it is perfect. Now for the bathroom, one of my favorite spots here. It's a little tiny, but we made it work. Nice, beautiful wooden vanity.
It's going to be a very small shower if we did it the standard way, which is the step here. So what we did is we eliminated the step. When I lived in Italy, we had bathrooms without even this border. The bathroom itself was a shower, so you would just take a shower in the bathroom, and that's pretty standard there. So we figured, let's just do something like this. And then we decided to do something a little bit different here as well. So you can see we have crown molding all the way around this wall, making it almost look like a picture.
Do you want to tell them why we ended up doing that?
Why was it again?
Because I kept cutting the pieces wrong.
Oh yeah, so you kept cutting
and there was gaps in between the wall. So Gerald was just like, let's throw crown molding on and picture frame it. And I actually liked it a lot. I loved it.
Man, I'm telling you, man.
It looks like it belongs.
The simpler, the better. It looks amazing, I think.
Dude, do you remember how small this space was when we
You know how this
started?
was? You walk upstairs. This door was somewhere around here.
Yeah.
There was nothing here. This is a flat wall here. And then again, this door was here. It was just an attic. It was literally just an attic. We built the entire dormer here. So we added a second bathroom. And since we're going to add a second bathroom, we added a closet on this side here, right next to this door. We increased the height of the door so now it's actually 2 full bedrooms. And I really think it was a good choice because the house feels completely different, more family-like, I guess. Check out the bedroom. So look at this brand new white space, huge tall ceilings. This is my favorite part of the house for sure. And oh my gosh, this wall, I hate this wall. It was so much work. So we wanted to not just have a flat ribbon just like that one. We wanted to have the hex pieces to be shown, because it's way more dynamic, way more interesting. It's almost like an extra dimension to this wall.
Time consuming.
Yeah.
This kind of turned into Gerald's little design project, which is adorable. But in the end, I ended up having a hard time finding a vanity that would fit the space. So it is what it is, but everything else came out beautiful. So good job, baby.
Yeah.
This house is sold. Now let's get to the good part. Let's talk about the numbers. We purchased this house for $71,000 and plan to list it for $199,000, netting us a profit of $49,000. The budgeted cost of repairs originally was $60,000, but we ended up spending an additional $15,000 due to an unforeseen increase in price of lumber, bringing our total repair cost to $75,000. This decreased our profit from $49,000 to $34,000. However, due to the market shift, we ended up listing the house for $224,900. That same day we listed the property, we landed smack in the middle of a bidding war and ended up accepting an offer $30,000 over asking price, all cash, making the final sales price $255,000. This netted us a profit of $90,000, which is a 55% return on investment.
Wait. Did you remember to subscribe and like this video?
If not, do it now.
Now. Now. What now?
What are you waiting
Go.
for?